This is a review for the LG UD501KOG5. However, much of this review also applies to the built-in pump equivalent of this unit that has the J in the model name instead of the G. With that being said, let's jump right into what we like and dislike about this unit. First of all, we like the high moisture removal rate. Now, this is a common theme with all the 50-pound units that we tested. All of them remove moisture very quickly, and so does this unit. Compared to lower capacity units that only remove 35 or 22 pints of moisture per day, these 50-pint units remove moisture much more quickly in any time frame. It's not just on a daily time frame. Even in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, within any time frame, these 50-pint units are going to be able to remove moisture quicker than lower capacity equivalents. They're also going to be able to be used in larger spaces. They're also going to be able to be used in more severe humidity conditions. So all around, the high moisture removal rate of this unit just allows it to all around remove moisture much more quickly and gives it much more versatility in terms of the applications that it can be used for. We also like the fact that this unit is ENERGY STAR certified. This is something that we look for when we bought units for review. Most of them have ENERGY STAR certification because that is really a baseline requirement here. You do want good energy efficiency with these units because they draw so much power. So this unit is ENERGY STAR certified, and that is definitely something that we do like about this unit. We also like the terrific build quality on this LG unit. Now, there were only a few models that we tested that stood out above the rest as having above average build quality, as being made of higher quality parts and materials, and this LG unit was one of them. This LG unit is very well made. All of the parts here are high quality. This is a very well built model. It is very durable, and it should be a very reliable model also. Another thing that we like about this unit is the fact that it has a removable lid for its bucket. Now, this unit is unique in that the bucket is removed on the side of the unit. On most of the units in the market, the bucket is removed from the front of the unit. And with the bucket that's in here, another unique feature is that the lid on top of the bucket there is removable. With most other buckets on most of the units, there is a splash guard there most of the time, but that splash guard there is there permanently. So with this unit, that splash guard that is there, it is removable. So what that allows you to do is it allows you to keep the splash guard there when you're taking the bucket and moving it to the location where you're going to empty it. And it prevents splashing, of course, there with that lid there. And then what you can do is remove the lid, and then you can empty the contents of the bucket very quickly because there is a large surface area there now to empty the bucket out of. With other units with splash guard, they do have that splash guard plastic there to keep the bucket from spilling. But what ends up happening there, the cost for having that permanent plastic piece there, is the fact that now when you empty the bucket, you can't empty it as quickly because there is less surface area for the water to come out of as you're emptying the bucket. Now, moving on to what we don't like about this unit, the first thing that comes to mind is its small bucket size. Again, this unit is unique in that the bucket comes out of the side here. It is a nice design there. But the cost here is the fact that the bucket here is below average size compared to comparable buckets on comparable models on the market. The average size for this capacity unit is about 14 pints for the bucket size. This unit has a smaller bucket than that. It has a bucket that only has a capacity of about 13.3 pints. Compare this to average units again that have a 14-pint bucket, and the largest bucket on the market belongs to the Frigidaire FFAD 5033W1. That model there has a bucket that has a capacity of 16.9 pints, so substantially larger than the bucket in this LG. And what that means is that you're going to have to empty and replace the bucket on this LG much more frequently than you would have to on a unit with a larger bucket. The bucket is just going to fill up faster, and so you have to empty and replace the bucket more frequently. Another thing that we don't like about this LG unit is the limited feature set here. Now, with most units on the market, they offer a timer that can be set up to 24 hours. With this LG, the timer can only be set up to 12 hours. With most other models on the market, they offer a continuous mode. This LG does not offer a continuous mode. You cannot set it to run indefinitely, while you can do that with most other models on the market. This unit does allow you to set the desired humidity level down to 30%, which is a bit lower than most other models on the market. So with this unit, you can set it to 30%, and then it will cycle off only when room humidity reaches 30%. Most of the models on the market, you can only set them to as low as 35%, where they would automatically cycle off. However, with those other units, you can set them to continuous mode, where they will continue to run all the way down to a theoretical level of 0% relative humidity. With this unit, there's no option there for continuous mode. The lowest that it can achieve in a particular room in terms of a desired humidity level is 30% because there is no continuous mode present here. The unit also requires an adapter for gravity drainage. That is something that is not required for most other models on the market. With those units, you can easily connect a garden hose to the back of the unit with no need for an adapter. With this unit, there is an adapter and screws included that are required for you to be able to connect a garden hose to employ gravity drainage with this unit. We also like the fact that this unit is bigger and heavier than most other 50-pound units that we tested. Now, it's not much heavier, it's not much larger, it's only a few inches taller, but there is a difference there. This unit is definitely less portable than many other 50-pound units on the market, and that is something that you should be aware of if you are looking to purchase this unit. So in terms of a general recommendation here, this LG unit is not a bad dehumidifier. It does get the job done. It is a 50-pint capacity unit, just like every other 50-pint capacity unit that we tested. It removes moisture very quickly, and it can remove moisture in large spaces quite effectively. The unit is very well built, and it does have that bonus feature there of that bucket with the lid there that is removable. On the negative side of things, there are quite a few negatives there. The bucket is small in this unit. The timer is limited. The drainage is a little bit more difficult to implement on this unit. So there are quite a few negatives there, and that does reduce our recommendation here. So yes, while this is not a bad dehumidifier, there are definitely better options out there according to our testing, and we will have links to those better rated options in the description to this video.